Hello everyone, welcome to Matacrit. This is Matthew. In this episode of Matacrit, I'll be reviewing and analyzing Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania that's currently in theaters. I saw the movie on February 16, 2023, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. The movie will deal with Ant-Man and the Wasp crew getting stuck in the quantum realm. Cassie Lang will be like her father, Scott Lang, was in fighting for the little guy. This review will point how this movie does not take itself too seriously. Hope this episode will inspire you to read, watch, and learn. I'll give my rating at the end review. Please consider checking out my Facebook page where I've been posting links to YouTube and Patreon. I've also been posting links to my blog on my Facebook page where it will have the written portion of the review as well as the YouTube video be included there. The link to my blog is www.matacrit.com/blog. Now on the review. Spoiler warning, this review may contain spoilers. If you do not want to watch or please consider watching the movie first and come back to this video. If you do not care, then please watch this video. Thank you. The beginning credits have the Marvel logo that starts the way it normally does. It has Jane Foster's Thor and Miss Marvel in there, as well as you see Tony Stark doing the snap of the Infinity Gauntlet to defeat Thanos. The movie starts off with Janet Van Dyne beating Kane the Conqueror in the quantum realm. After that scene, it has Scott Lang walking down the street. He is narrating the story and asks himself, how is he an Avenger? He meets up with Ruben, who owns a coffee shop, and Scott tries to pay him. Ruben tells him that his money's no good here. He tells him, thank you, Spider-Man! This is where the movie is making fun of itself and not claiming that Ant-Man is a popular Spider-Man. Spider-Man has had several movie appearances. Ant-Man has had not as many. Ant-Man has appeared in 5 movies. Spider-Man has appeared in 12 movies. Spider has an advantage to that, and he has had more appearances than Ant-Man in that way. Scott Lang has offered a book. He talks about his experience as an Avenger when he helped the team to defeat Thanos. He is reading to the kids and tells them that there's always room to grow. He later gets a call from San Francisco jail and wonders why he's getting called from jail. He goes there and finds that his daughter Cassie Lang was arrested for helping people protest from losing their homes during the blip. This is no different if someone loses their homes to war or natural disasters. For example, if a fire happens and burns down a person's home, it can be hard to find another place to live. Houses can be expensive, and a person just cannot buy a house as easily as a person might think. Cassie takes a police car that she shrinks with the disc that Ant-Man and the Wasp are known to use, and she hands it back to the cops. Scott, her dad, is upset with her and tells her what that technology was taken or stolen by criminals to use for nefarious purposes. Hope Van Dyne is with him and Cassie at the time. They are going home and they are listening to Scott's book while he's reading it. The audio version is talking about the events of Avengers Endgame. It talks about how Scott Lang got transformed into a baby and he met a talking raccoon. That raccoon was none other than Rocket the Raccoon. Cassie thinks it is weird that Scott, her father, is listening to himself, but that is what he is doing. Scott, Hope, and Cassie get home and they're at the table with Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne having dinner. Hank told them that he would have used ants to break Cassie out of prison. Cassie lets Scott, her father, know that she is doing what he used to do. She points out to her father, Scott, that he was not the one that stood with the Vista Corp or didn't fight Captain America. Scott points out that he fought with Captain America. It would have been crazy to fight Captain America. This will lead them to the basic where Cassie, Hope, and Hank will show Scott and Janet what they've been up to. Cassie tells them that they can map the quantum realm using the device but send a signal down there to do it. Janet Van Dyne tells them that it's not a clever idea and she shuts it down. If you're sending a signal down there, someone else can be reading it. It will not be a good thing. Someone else was doing just that and they end up sucking them all in the quantum realm. The quantum realm is nothing the viewer has seen before. It was talked about in other movies of the MCU, especially the Ant-Man movies. It was important to really cover in depth. The viewer has seen glimpses of it in the first 2 Ant-Man movies, but this is the first movie that does that. In the quantum realm, the viewer sees the different beings. It is cool to see. Hope Van Dyne and her family are separated from Scott and Cassie Lang. Scott and Cassie Lang are in a different part of the quantum realm. Janet Van Dyne realizes that she needs to get Hank and Hope away from the tracker beam. In the other part of the quantum realm, Scott and Cassie Lang are in a different part. They are met by beings that you would see in a Star Trek or Star Wars movie or TV series. It looks remarkably like that. They meet a blob-like creature that tells them to drink the ooze which that creature produces. The ooze will help Cassie and Scott to understand them. It will allow them to hear them speaking English. Without the ooze, it sounds like they're speaking in tongues. Tongues means it sounds garbled and hard to understand. The movie will have cool scenes with Bill Murray in the film. He plays a rebel who fought Kane, but now he's doing his bidding. Jen is upset to say the least. The character that Bill Murray plays tells him that King has sent MODOK after them. As I would have told you in my last career review and reaction, MODOK is acronym, which means mental organism designed only for killing. The movie will progress where Scott and Cassie Lane meet Kane the Conqueror. Kane wants to use Scott Lane's talents to retrieve something of excellent value. This feat is important for Kane to get out of the quantum realm. As Kane tells him, he must try to stop his other versions of himself. There are other versions of King that break time, and he must stop them to fix it. Janet tells him what you want to do is destroy countless worlds, and not care about the consequences. This story will show how people will continue to fight for freedom, and can be a long fight, but if people stay vigilant, there is no telling what people will do. This movie starts Phase 5, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever was the last movie to end Phase 4. I will later review Black Panther Wakanda Forever. That review will come out sometime in March. It's not revealed, nothing more revealed here. It does bring the viewer to the climax of the story and set up the next film or series in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'll give my rating. I give Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania a 10 out of 10. I understand that there are a lot of reviewers out there that are slamming this film, but I liked it. To me, it was fun. It hit on a lot of storylines. It will set the showdown between Kane and the Avengers. This will start a higher form of war. This will help to fuel the multiverse crisis coming soon. There is going to be a movie called Secret Wars. This means, unlike the Infinity War, a lot of people are not going to remember this war. A good example of Secret Wars is in the 1990 Spider-Man cartoon show, which can be watched on Disney+. This helped the viewer understand what Cassie had been doing with, and her father, Scott Lane, had to depend on herself until he appeared to her like he did in Avengers Endgame. It has Cassie Lane in her own suit, and this will set up her to become Stature. And no, she's not calling herself that yet. This is supposed to happen according to what is in the comics and videos like that have been shown on YouTube, like CPR and Screen Rant shown. And no, I don't want to call Steiner. I think that's too much similar to Yellow Jacket or Wasp, which have been used. Stature sounds more original, so let's go with that instead. Thank you. Please go to www.manicgroup.com to check out my website. You'll find links on there to other sites such as PayPal, Patreon, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Please consider checking out my merchandise that is available to buy gifts for little ones for birthdays or any special occasion. You can get cool merchandise such as this shirt that I am wearing on my site. The gift card is available to buy as well for birthdays or any special occasion. Going to my website is where you will find the link to my blog and want to check that out as well. If you feel you get a benefit from that, then please support me any way you can. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to Matacredit. This is Matt Henry. In this video, we'll be opening a box that I just got for merchandise. This was a Christmas present from my mother. This is my merchandise, so I'll show you what it will look like. It will come from a company called Hand Creators. You should be able to see a label right here that says that. Most content creators have them come from third parties. It will come from people like Amazon or TeePublic to use as examples. I will now open the box. So, just give me a minute, because I also need to use a knife at first, but I did it. And here we go. Here's the two shirts. Okay, they come in a bag. There's the invoice. You can see right there. It says, the bag says, read, watch, and learn. Pretty cool. I didn't know what it would look like myself until I got these, so here we go. I'm going to put this here. Just put that to the floor. And now here are the two shirts I got. They're both white, as you can see. And it says, here's one that says Matacredit. This is a large. Okay, these are the type-based shirts. Read, watch, and learn. Let's see how it looks when I put it over my sweatshirt here. I'm going to do that right now. I'm just writing them right now, as you can see. Pretty cool. Looks like it fits. I'll take it off. So let's see what the other one looks like. And here's the other shirt. It says Matacredit. And get this unfolded. This is a medium shirt. It's another type-based shirt. Here we go. And I'm going to put it on. This one's probably a little tighter since I'm more of a large. But Heck, I can't even get it over me, so there you go. I'm glad you got to see the merchandise for my channel. Please go to www.matacrylic.com and click on shop and buy your own set of merchandise to help support the channel today. You are supporting me as well, so that it will make it easier for me to keep doing this. Thank you. Please check out my review of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness by clicking this link right now. Please check out my playlist reviews of the Miss Marvel series by clicking this link right now. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that Bond video. Please let me know what you covered down the road in the comment section below. Please share this video so my channel can grow. Remember, do not forget to read, watch, and learn. Please consider supporting the channel by becoming a patron on my Patreon page, or sign up for YouTube membership by hitting the join button at the bottom of the video just to do that. Thank you for your continued viewership of my channel. And if you're on the website, thank you for that as well.